Hi, I'm Sean Andrini. I'm here as a trainer at Title Boxing Club at Hunters Creek.
So, how long have you been working for Title Boxing? You are one of the trainers. How long have you been doing it?
Right, I've been training for, I've been working here for a year or so it's been going good so far. I've been learning a lot about myself and others, so it's been quite a good journey.
Have you you have any other martial arts experience behind your back?
Yeah, I've done all martial arts. I started with Taekwondo when I was a kid. My dad's a black belt, also a boxing champion as an amateur, as a senior amateur right now. But I've been learning 8 years in Taekwondo. On and off in boxing, I was not really much into it, but I learned it to use my hands with my feet, so I learned boxing a little bit with that. Then when it came to wrestling, in high school, I did it for two years, and then I started doing. I started with MMA when I was like at 22 or 23, and I've been doing it 5 years, and ever since, pretty much, ever since now.
With that, have you had an itch to get back in the ring?
Oh, there's always an itch to get back in the ring. There's always an itch to get to the ring. Every time you teach, every time you work, I mean, you always, I'm shadow boxing, imagine like I'm in the ring right now, so you always have that fever to get back in the ring. So yeah, I will get back in the ring.
So with this COVID situation, everybody's on lockdown right now. How does that hinder your training? Where does that put you mentally?
Well, during this whole COVID-19, I've been kind of used to this because with Crohn's disease, I've been quarantining myself for 5 years in and out of hospital. So it's been I'm used to this. So this is not during those 5 years, I learned so much about myself, developed myself, developed my mindset. To find out who I truly am. And I think as me, this is a blessing for everybody to get quarantined at home, to find out who their true self themselves and what are they doing if they had enough time in the world. A lot of people make excuses like they don't have enough time because they will do this and do this if they have time. Well, now we have time. So what is your excuse?
You mentioned that with the Crohn's disease. A lot of people aren't aware of that. I know that's a serious problem for a lot of people. Would you like to explain a little bit about it? Yeah,
Crohn's disease is an autoimmune disease. It takes place in the digestive systems, but it also has, you can have a nutrition fault effect as well. You get feverish symptoms as well. Your low immune system, low iron, very acidic. You get flare-ups. I get constipated. Sometimes I bleed in the stool. It's not fun. It's a knife pain at times, and sometimes it feels like somebody's beating you up in the stomach. Sometimes you can't sleep. You know, there's a lot of negativity that goes. It's hard to cope with it, but you know, as long as you keep your mind right and your body and your soul all in together, you know, nothing can stop you. So not even the Crohn's disease, and I don't like to let Crohn's disease stop me for achieving my goals.
It must be very difficult with your weight cutting. As far as fighting, what weights do you usually fight at?
I usually fight 135. That's my weight. I'm trying to gain a little bit more muscle so I don't look too skinny when I get to 135.
So does that add to a difficult weight cut with those kind of digestive issues? Do you have more of a difficult process getting to where you need to?
Yeah, it's very difficult to weight cut with the Crohn's disease. It kind of amplifies a bad stomach even more, especially when you're preparing for a fight and you got butterfly effects. That's even more worse. And to avoid not eating and, you know, avoid drinking while you're trying to lose weight, it could put a lot of stress and unhealthiness to your body. But it's something that I'm willing to risk and learn more about myself and how my body works. So I just enjoy the journey, embrace it, and just go through it and see what happens. You never know.
With this COVID lockdown, are you increasing your skills? Is there anything else besides your fighting? Are you school programs? Are you doing anything else to better yourself?
For sure. I'm always with my dad. Our coach is in boxing as well. My coach, our boxing, he's known as Bishop. So he's an Olympic boxer. He's been doing it for a long time. He's a 9-time defensive world boxing champion, an amateur, and he had a lot of people under his belt that won champion on him. So we've been training together in the garage. So I've been learning his styles with my father. We did it earlier together, so I was learning a bit by his style. We did a lot of footwork. The footwork is very central, especially know your distance and angles. Timing is everything, and precision, just like Connor says. So I try to work on every little details as much as I can.
Very nice. With your father, you're very family friendly. Is it a good time to be around your family, or have you been distanced before? I mean, a lot of people aren't used to being close. How does that work?
Yeah, a lot of people, I try to be as much close to my family. My family, we're all oriented but it be, you know, everybody has different mindsets, so not everybody can come to a conclusion or agreement on things. So I guess this is the best way to get to know more about your family and what they think and how they think, and know your boundaries, I guess, for some people who doesn't really know how to cope with their family right. But I just say this is a great time to reunite with your family when time like this gets down, because when you don't have anything, all you have is your family. And so you want to know who's really going to be there for you when times like this gets tough.
Well, with this COVID thing and the financial crunch, a lot of people are losing their jobs, a lot of things. Are you what I consider to be an essential worker, or are you one of those that are reaching out and trying to, have you felt the financial problem of it?
I'm still, wait, say the question again, I'm sorry?
No, I was saying as the essential worker, are you an essential worker, or are you feeling the financial crunch that's going on right now?
Yeah, I'm an essential worker, definitely. I work hard. I have not just this. I do multiple jobs. I'm a bar bag and I do valet. So I try to manage my time as well with that. I try to get my finances right with all those 3 jobs. If I could find one job so I can invest my time into more training, that'd be awesome. So my goal is to definitely find a stable job so I can get myself, my mind stable, everything stable, so I can focus on the things that really matters to me the most, and to get back in the ring pretty much.
Well, with your training, do you have a specific type of training? Are you more focused on shadow boxing, weightlifting, or is it just you've got a program that works for you specifically? Yeah,
I try to mix it up. There'll be like in the morning I probably do cardio, and then at night I do weights, or I flip it. I do morning weights, and then at night I do cardio. It just depends. Maybe between those days I'll do like a stretch. Stretching is very important to recover, especially nutrition, eating. So I try to keep everything well balanced. So I definitely do more. Right now I'm working more on boxing and footwork and stuff like that. You learn a lot about my boxing as well, and as well kickboxing. I need to work more on that kickboxing. Even though I love kickboxing, it was one of my best forte, I still got to learn more. There's always something to learn, so you can't say you haven't learned enough. There's always something to learn. So I'm always in better myself, and I'm never at to my point where I'm going to be at, because I know I could be the best version of myself.
Now, when I first met you, you were training with Gracie Barr. You love for jiu-jitsu? Are you still training with the jiu-jitsu, or you just kind of push that to the side for right now, or what's going on with that?
Well, right now, since I'm trying to get myself stable and everything like that financially as well, and cover my neck as well for me, because I hurt myself from jiu-jitsu, so I couldn't really recover quick as I wanted to, because every time I go train I would get a stiff neck and it would be hard for me to sleep and work, so I would try to get everything together. So right now I'm keeping it a silent break. If I could find somebody who wants to do jiu-jitsu in the garage or on the grass, I'll do it. Definitely train with them. You know, at times, you know, I have a coach, Igor and Chris from Altos and Gracie Barr Kissimmee. They're very nice people. They're very good people. They're open heart. You know, they're willing to work with me if you must. They're willing to work with me if they can. So I'm blessed to have those guys.
So I want to know more about title boxing. With you being the trainer, would you recommend this place for a lot of people, or what is your outlook on that?
Well, I would recommend to the people who wants to focus on cardio, boxing, and kickboxing. That's what we offer here. I'm the only MMA trainer here at Title Boxing Club, so I do personal train MMA if that's what they're looking for, but we can't do any physical contact, meaning like no sparring. So no sparring is involved here. I can't really show you how to take down and stuff like that, because they don't want liability. It's all about liability. So so if you want to get into more grappling and self-defense, I suggest to go find another more MMA or self-defense or Krav Maga schools, things like that, that'll help you, to prepare you. This is more for cardio, fitness type deal. So you will learn how to do some mitts and, you know, distance, angle, footwork. You will learn those things, but if you really want to know how to fight and get in the ring, I would suggest otherwise.
So this is the Title Boxing on Hunters Creek, for people that don't know. Is this like a family-friendly environment? How would you say that your staff that you're working with? Tell us a little bit about Title.
Well, Title is a very friendly family-oriented place here. So, and we get a lot of clientele from there. We have professional boxers, professional basketball, football players. I had to take my class, a personal train, a professional tennis player. So this is a blessed place to get yourself out there, to market yourself out, and to get your foot in and door, and to get yourself started off. And you definitely, right here is so much fun because we have music going, and there's definitely different rounds. There's a lot of competitive people, so on the weekends we'll have 12 rounds. So people that want to do 12 rounds of boxing, they could do that. Mostly we have 8 rounds, so it's normally 8 rounds per session. We also have a quicker one, which is 4 rounds. So that is the 4 rounds. It's pretty much, well, it's been a while. So it's pretty much, I think it's, forgot how many minutes, but there's 4 rounds, 7 minutes of warm up, and 7 minutes of abs at the end of those rounds. So together, we'll get to that later. But yeah, so and then the 8 rounds is pretty much an hour, and then the 12 rounds an hour and a half, or hour and 15 minutes.
Friendly? Is it kid friendly? Do you have children in there? Some gyms don't allow kids in there. You guys?
Yeah, we have children here. I would suggest. We do have kids, young kids, but the kids that actually are more focused are like 11 to 12 years old, like close to that. Those are the kids that are focused here. It's best to train with the parents. The parents train with the kids. The kids seem to be more focused when they see their parents doing it, rather than I see the kids are trying to do it themselves, but they just don't know what they're getting into. They just have the parents to push them without kids knowing what they're getting into. So
your outlook with this COVID-19, they're supposed to release this on the 31st, May something. What is your outlook right now as far as you fighting, as far as your business? What do you plan to do from right now? What is the goal, the mindset that you have?
Well, during this tough time, I'll just be real, in this tough time, I'm trying to get our finance together. It's going to be a tough time because everybody's financially having trouble right now, so it's going to be a while for everybody to get back into training and all that stuff, and to go back to regular regimes and all that stuff. So right now I'm just going to be training still going to be working on myself. I'm still going to be working to invest. My goal is to invest in the future. You never know, we'll be invest my own gym. I'm investing in stocks right now, so. And I want to flip houses and invest houses as well. So that's one of my main goals at the end. But right now I'm preparing myself for like possibly get back in the ring as well, for sure. Get myself healthy, get myself stable, find the right job to get myself stable, so that way I don't have multiple jobs, because your mind be everywhere once you have multiple jobs. So I try to keep it one job, so that way I have enough time to work on myself and the things that really matters to me the most. So that'll be helpful for me.
Awesome. Thank you for taking the time for this interview. I was going to say, would you like to give a shout out to Title Boxing? I know you're on Instagram. For anybody that want to check it out, where can we find you at?
So yeah, shout out to everybody, all the members at Title Boxing Club. We miss you. The trainers here, we miss you too. I miss all the people that I work with at Title Boxing Club. So hopefully we can open up this game here. You will find me on Instagram at SeanJohn_MMA, and then Facebook just Sean separate John. There is no H on a John, so it's JON on both of them. So you can hit me up on those.
Awesome. Well, thank you for taking your time for this interview. Hopefully everything works out with this COVID situation. Stay healthy and stay strong.
All right.